Can't stop, won't stop. No diddy though, no diddy though. But back with another one, Today, man, we talking about defense. Defense, all right? So like, comment, subscribe on the video. This is the 3-4 defense archetype setup. What I would do, I was requested, so you know, I always read the comments. We always talk to people, so I had to make the video for the family. Again, like goal, 25 likes. That's it. I ain't even gonna beat y'all down this time. 25 likes. That's it. That's all I need. 25 likes. 25 likes. Just help me get to the algorithm. Help keep getting these videos going crazy in the YouTube space, man. And also, I'm gonna start streaming. Let me know. Y'all want me to stream on Twitch or YouTube? Twitch or YouTube? Y'all let me know where y'all want me streaming at, and that's where I'm gonna go. Like I said, I think I've put a lot of videos out, but I kind of want to talk to y'all more, and you know, not just in the comment section. So you know, y'all tell me where y'all want to be, and if it's Twitch, make sure y'all follow the Twitch. The link is in the description. And then if y'all want me to be on YouTube, y'all already follow me. Just make sure you sub up so you get the notification bells when I go live. But anyway, we're going to get into the 3-4 defense. When I think about 3-4s, you know what I'm saying, I think about the Pittsburgh Steelers type defenses, teams like that. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to control the line of scrimmage, have some quick line people off the edge, and then have some dogs in the backside making plays. So that's kind of what I think about it. So when we talk about edges, the best edge for this is an edge setter. Now, this is kind of a rare case because, as you can see, this guy is a 90 speed edge setter. Now, and this guy down here is a 97 speed power rusher. So don't let the archetype think you can't be fast or can't be slow, okay? So, you know, just keep that in mind when you're recruiting. Like, speed rusher don't always mean they're going to be fast, and edge setter don't always mean they're going to be slow. It's just the archetype. So, edge setter. Why do I like edge setter? Because you get all of the run stopping abilities: grip breaker, inside disruptor, outside disruptor, and option disruptor, plus workhorse, which helps you and protect you from the wear and tear. You know, just in case. You know, this kind of keeps people healthy, and you know, workhorse is important. Ability as well, because like I said, if you do have some workhorse on players, they do kind of tend not to get hurt as much, so that is good to have. But yeah, like I said, if you got somebody with grip breaker, with disrupting inside, outside runs, and option runs, that's pretty much every run on the game I'm going to shed. And that's what you want in a 3-4. You know, you got linebackers behind you, but you want your D-line to kind of break tackles and move the pile so that the linebackers can go be great. So with an edge setter, you will get that opportunity with your linebackers because they're going to shed probably quick, and they're going to help take extra blockers with them. So edge setter is probably my number one choice. But if you had to pick something else, I would go pure pass rusher because they also get grip breaker, but they also get duress and pocket disruptor, which it boosts against pass blocks on 3rd and 4th down, and then duress just kind of adds to pressure effects, and then lastly they get takedown, which kind of cancels out extender. So like if you're playing those scrambling quarterbacks in your league and they keep breaking that first sack, if you have somebody with takedown, that'll cancel out that extender. So I really like edge setter for 3-4, but if you had to pick another one, I would just go ahead and get a power rusher. But definitely if you can get an edge setter, get the edge setter. Next, the only thing at D-tackle is gap specialist. I like the other ones, but like I said, gap specialist is like it's set up the same way as edge setter. I get grip breaker and I get all the disruptors and I get workhorse. So edge setter and gap specialist is pretty much the same thing. So now you got 3 people with every disruptor on every run play, and you all got grip breaker. So, you know, what you're doing is you setting up a big wall of people that can shed on any run play and making the offense kind of one-dimensional. Or they're shedding and the linebackers are becoming superstars because they're making all the tackles because the D-line is holding it down. So, like I said, a lot of good run support and gap specialist and edge setter. That's what I would do. I wouldn't even look at anything else. If I'm doing 3-4, I would just do the gap specialist, give me edge setters, and then I'm good. As long as I get the abilities up and stuff, like we good in the run game. At linebacker, you can do 2 things, right? So you can go get a speed rusher as your outside linebacker, and you can use a speed rusher because he has quick jump. So you can do it that way, or you can just use a thumper and get grip breaker with the thumpers. That way he can help control the edge. You know what I'm saying? So I would go thumper because, like I said, you get that grip breaker, you get blow up, and of course you get wrap up, and of course my favorite ability, aftershock. But also, you know, he's a little quicker, a little lighter, so he might help a little bit better in like pass coverage. Or you can go speed rusher and just put him at outside linebacker, and then that way you have somebody when you blitzing that has quick jump, which now you ain't got to worry about nobody on your line having quick jump, because then you'll have a speed rusher at linebacker with quick jump. So that's what I would do. On the outsides, I would do a thumper on one side, a quick jump guy on the other side, a speed rusher on the other side, and just call it a day. But if you feel comfortable with your 3-4, or you're not a blitzer, you can do a thumper and another thumper on both sides, because they're going to probably be the ones blitzing most time in your 3-4s. So you want that grip breaker and you want that aftershock, because when you want to hit the quarterback, you want to make sure they feel it, take them out the game, things of that nature. So that's what I would do on the edges, thumper or a speed rusher. And then in the middle, I would do a lurker and a signal caller. So lurker is obvious because you want at least one linebacker that can be good in coverage with all the abilities. So having knockout, having house call, having robber, bouncer, you know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of abilities that's going to make you play better in zone coverage. So obviously you want that at the top of your 3-4. Somebody that can kind of move and guard multiple positions in case you got to play man, because you're sending the house, things of that nature. So you definitely want a lurker at the top. You can do 2 lurkers if you want, or you can do a lurker and a signal caller. And the reason why you want a signal caller at the top is because signal callers get workhorse and they get takedown as well. So with takedown again, so if you're blitzing from the top, you want to blitz your signal caller because he has takedown. Takedown cancels out extender. So when you send in those blitzes, you can send him out there and he can pretty much get the sack every time. But he also has workhorse and hammer, so he is going to be able to hit stick people, lay the boom. And then with that workhorse, the wear and tear, because he's playing middle linebacker, he'll probably be getting blocked more often than anybody. So then he'll be able to stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting beat up the most, you kind of want to have that workhorse to kind of protect you from getting beat up all game. So that's what I would do for your linebacker spots. Corners, it's pretty much 2 options. You can go field, and the reason I like field is because it's the best blend of abilities for man and zone. So you get robber, you get knockout, but then you also get blanket coverage and ball hawk. So pretty much you get zone coverage stuff and you get man coverage stuff, and you also get wrap up. So, with wrap up, it just, again, it's helping making tackles. When you're on that island, that receiver not going to break that stupid tackle on a 5-yard comeback route and go 86 yards for a touchdown. And yes, if you played this game, that has happened to you. I already know it. Somebody has took a 2-yard catch and went 75 yards off broken tackles. I already know it. You ain't even got to tell me. So having wrap up just kind of protects you from those stupid EA animations, because EA gon' EA. I tell y'all this every video. EA gon' EA. You just got to hope when it do, that you got a good lead or the game ain't over. But EA gon' EA every time. So, again, just wrap up, robber, knockout. So really good. But if you're more of a man guy, the best man thing is bump and run. It's pretty simple because, like I said, you get blanket coverage, jammer, house call, ball hawk, and knockout. So if that's more your style, you're more aggressive, I would go bump and run because, like I said, even if you're playing zone, you're playing man with this guy, this guy's going to kind of hold you down. He's not scared of being on that island by himself. So bump and run and field is probably my favorite 2 in a 3-4 setting. I would probably lean more towards the field if I had to pick one. But if you whatever you like, do your thing. So that's that. Free safety. Free safety, you need a coverage specialist. You need somebody that's going to be able to hold you down on the back end, because everybody can't get protected. You got to have somebody to protect everybody, right? And this is going to be your coverage specialist. You're going to get the ball hawk, you're going to get house call, you're going to get robber, and you're going to get knockout. So this is going to be the guy that's going to protect everybody in the back end. You know what I'm saying? He's going to hold y'all down. He's going to do whatever needs to be done in the back end. But you need this Earl Thomas-esque player right here. You need somebody that's going to be rangy, that can kind of man. If you got to play man, he's good. If you got to play zone, he good. but just somebody to protect y'all on the backside. And then the strong safety, you're gonna go hybrid, because you want somebody that can do a little bit of both. You want somebody that can knock some heads out, but again, you want somebody that can also kind of drop back in coverage and do their thing. So, you know, he does have knockout, which is good ability. So, you know, you don't have to, so as long as he's close to people, he can make plays. He also gets hammer, he gets wrap up, he gets aftershock, what I love all the time. And because, like I said, if he tackles you, you're going to feel it. But yeah, like I said, hybrid, he's just there to hit you. Coverage specialist would be cool here too if you really wanted to do it. But I feel like a hybrid would give you more of that zone coverage protection. Box specialist also wouldn't be terrible. Like I said, you don't get no abilities, but like I said, another person to kind of a box specialist or a hybrid is going to help you make tackles, right? So you do want somebody that's going to be able to help you on the back end make tackles as well as making plays in the back end. So I would do either a hybrid or I do a box specialist for that strong safety, but the free safety definitely make it a coverage specialist. And yeah, man. So that's what I would do for a 3-4 defense, you know, and then kind of build off that. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe on the video, man. We are on our way to 1,600, I think, or 1,700. I think it's 1,600 subs. So 1,600 subs. So keep liking, keep supporting the channel, man. Appreciate all the support y'all been giving on the video, man. And as I always say, man, it's a beautiful day. I'm Zig the GOAT, and I'm out.